the fact is there's a piece missing, and they're missing on most of them. They just fall out, unfortunately. They're pretty badly manufactured. So if you've got an Evoque, whip the top of your airbox off when you've got spare 10 minutes and just check, because that could be the difference between you having a car that works and doesn't one day. So today's video on Freelander Steve is a completely different model, a Land Rover Range Rover Evoque. And we're going to have a look at the diaphragm rubber bung thing that sits inside here at the bottom of your airbox. This allows water out but prevents water from getting in. The idea of it is if you suck water in whilst wading or going through puddles, it doesn't go straight into the engine, it sits in the bottom of the airbox and slowly drains. But 9 times out of 10 with these cars, unfortunately, the bungs disappear and you end up with a 2.5 centimetre hole in the bottom of the airbox. And when you're going through water, you don't even have to be wading, you can just drive through standing water, you can suck water in. It's nothing devastating 9 times out of 10 to the car, you probably won't even notice it. You may lose performance where the air filter gets a bit soggy, but usually it dries out and everything's fine after that. But it's just, if you do have your car, you want it to be performing right, you want to be able to go wading should you want to. Why, yeah, make it work, fix it. So we're going to show you how. We don't need much, we just need a Phillips screwdriver, 10mm for that. We're going to have to undo this one and pop that off to, well, we might not actually have to do that, depends on how far we can flex it out of the way. First thing you're going to want to do, pop this little red tab here, it slides up and that unlocks this connector and then off it comes. I believe that's your MAF sensor, but don't quote me on it. And then we're just going to undo the screws around here. So there's one here, one here, one here, one on that side, 2 on the back. One of them on the back is very fiddly to get off. Right, now we've got the fiddly ones, so we'd probably give ourselves a little bit more room by popping the battery cover off. Just be careful not to lose those clips, you are going to need them somewhere safe. And you've given yourself literally no more room, it's no better than it was before. Right, the last one. So just under here, under where this cable is, the little screw there. It's easier to get out than it is to put back in. Just don't stab your wiring loom. Right, you want to slide your hand in. What I do is a finger either side of the screw there, and just pop it out, and then it's the reverse to put it back in place. But it is a pain, it's not as easy as that. Now these are usually a 7, yep. So 7mm socket, and then we're going to undo that Jubilee clip, which I'm positive wasn't a Jubilee clip a while ago. Just get that nice and loose, and then that should pop off. Oh, we need to undo the clip for the MAF sensor, which clips on there, and just pop that somewhere where you're not going to lose it. Pop the top of this off, and then that should just pry out like that. Pop the air filter out. Inspection. So this is the hole we're talking about, and that's where the water can come in. So now we need to remove the airbox. We need to undo that one. Hopefully that's undo these, pop your scoop out. The little cable here that clips in there. This one here clips in that hole there. Just make sure you remove that. And then, hey presto, you have your airbox. So you can see on here, there's mud on the bottom of this, so water does get to this area. You don't want vast amounts of it pulling in there. You're going to have a bad time. So